Thank you for being on with us, Gerald. You are impeccably beard groomed there. What were you using there? I need some of this equipment you seem to be cleaning up in a way that I need some help with. My wife today was just picking things out of my beard.
Well, Gerald is younger, so
yes,
I mean, yeah.
that is one of the reasons. But also,
and I got I'm fresh off running, so I went for a run this morning. I had to get the energy flowing.
Gerald,
for this interview,
you are much thinner than you were during your playing days.
Well, he's jogging.
Oh yeah, sure.
How does it feel to run now with a body that is how much lighter than when it is that you had to be a menacing defensive lineman?
Oh, it's so much better. Knees don't hurt, ankles don't hurt. I've never been I've been a runner, like a sprinter, but I've never been a runner, like distance running. So I don't run less than 2 miles now. So it feels great.
How much weight have you lost? Because it's always interesting to me to watch the retired guys who used to be the strong men get their bodies back after their careers end.
I fluctuate in between 30 and 40 pounds that I've lost. The most I got to was 39 pounds.
You put like the 26.2 on the back of your car, like tell everybody like, oh, I got this 5K coming up. Oh, I just competed the 10K. You walk around.
No, I'm not that guy.
Yeah, don't get there. I know how this starts.
I'll never be that guy.
Yeah, no, that's what you say now, but make us a promise right now. You're never going to change. You're never going to be that guy that starts telling all your friends and family, start signing them up for the turkey trot at Thanksgiving. Like, that's not what you want to be. That's not what you want to be. No, exactly.
No, I promise you I'll never be that guy.
Yeah, thank you. Right. I'm going to write that down.
All right, it's been written down. The promise is now in the record book of Billy. Thank you for badgering poor Gerald McCoy about turkey trots.
It's important, though.
It is.
Billy's right.
It is important.
It's for his own good. I mean, it sounds like I'm being annoying, but I'm telling you, people are going to hate if you become that guy, Gerald.
Yeah, people keep pushing me to run 5Ks and all that. I'm like, bro, I'm doing this to stay in shape. We're doing like a 31-mile challenge right now for the month of October.
This is how it starts.
And he was a wide receiver, and he was like, I ran 3 miles in this distance, so I beat his time by 11 minutes. Because he tried me, so whatever.
Nobody likes that guy.
Just don't be him, okay?
You can catch Gerald regularly on NFL Game Day morning, Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern on the NFL Network. We do appreciate you joining us here. I was saying before you came on, we've talked to you a lot before. I basically associate you with Tampa, with those colors, with that city. What has the last couple of days been like for you as someone who gets at least a little bit of his regional identity from a place that has been battered here today?
You call in, I've talked to all the team. The team left early. They evacuated and they already in New Orleans. Talked to all the owners, talked to the GM players, etc. All the team is out and their family, so they're safe. But then I checked on some of my other family members who are still in Tampa. Some evacuated from their areas and came to my house that I live. I have my house in Tampa, and I called them this morning. They said it was a lot of wind and rain, but no damage to the house, that they are fine. Anybody else I spoke to is fine. So as far as the people I know and I associate with, they're doing fine right now, but it's a lot of people who are not. So that sucks to hear and think about.
What did you make? What was your assessment of the Jets firing Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers' objection that he has anything to do with that, saying you guys are giving me too much power? That's not something that I had anything to do with.
Wouldn't say that he don't have power. 4-time MVP, a team who's been known for their defense over the last 4 or 5 years that were a quarterback away, and then they bring you in. I would assume you have a little power. Now, did he have anything to do with the firing? I don't know. But as far as the assessment of the firing, I've been on teams where coaches have been fired, coordinators and head coaches. When I was in Carolina and Ron Rivera got fired, it was a shock to all of us because we felt like if anybody's the problem, it ain't him. It's not Ron Rivera. He was not the issue with our team that year. Cam Newton had got hurt. We had a lot of injuries, and we were just scrambling at the quarterback position, just really trying to figure out who our team was, But then in Tampa in 2018, Mike Smith, who was the head coach of Atlanta, he got let go mid-season. And a big part of that, I believe, is that we were not responding anymore. And when you look at how that correlates to the Jets, is you see one week, Robert Saleh says, maybe we need to scale back on the snap count and, a little bit. And Aaron Rodgers said, well, that's one way to look at it. Or you can hold these guys accountable, make them grow up and do the right thing. And then 1 week later, they go over the pond, and their lead on defense, Quincy Williams, says something to the extent of, I'm tired of hearing the same message, or I'm tired of hearing the same thing. And when you hear that coming from your leader on offense and your leader on defense, that right there lets you know they're not responding well. And when the team stops responding or listening, then a change has to be made. So I don't know what's going on internally or what was taking place, but it didn't look good.
I dare you, Gerald, to tell me that you think Sam Darnold can be a Super Bowl champion. I dare you.
Oh, boy.
I would never say that, because he hasn't shown me enough to do that. And then his past game, could have been a lot due to his injury or whatever he dealt with. It looked like it was a rib, could have been a shoulder. He didn't play well. The defense played incredible. They did enough to win, but the offense didn't look great, and he didn't look good. So we've seen Sam Darnold play really good for 3-4 weeks before. We've seen it more than once. So to say he can be a Super Bowl champion, he hasn't shown me enough to where he can lead these guys. But can he not lose the game enough to get there? Yeah, this defense is playing lights out. They have Justin Jefferson on offense. Now, the Aaron Jones situation will always be, on any team he's on, a big deal. When Aaron Jones is not in your lineup, it significantly changes what your offense is. And we've seen it on Sunday. When he went down, the offense got really stagnant. And when the weight got put on Sam Darnold's arm, we seen what that offense is. So I wouldn't say that he can be a Super Bowl champion, not just yet.
I love that as new analysis for the new media age.
It was great, yes.
Can Sam Darnold lead the league, and can he not lose the game enough?
Yeah.
Enough, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? You like
win
that?
enough either, though.
It's so good as analysis. What are the Vikings? They go in, they rally around, they hug each other in the huddle, and they're like, Sam, listen, all we need from you is to not lose the game enough. Can you not lose the game enough?
That's all you need. Don't lose the game.
Right, like Dilfer.
Enough, though.
Yes, enough, though. That's right. Don't lose the game enough.
Right.
Can you tell me whether or not you miss something about football not at all, and whether you miss something about football a great deal? What are the things that you just can do without and can't do without?
Certain periods of training camp. There are certain periods in training camp, like the meetings, and sitting in meetings was never an issue for me, because that's where I can break down what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, where I can actually learn and prepare more for the game, learn coverages, learn what other people's positions are supposed to be, kind of help talk to the young guys and really get ready for a season. Certain periods in training camp, like 9-on-7 and all the grueling periods when your body's beat up and your body's hurting, those are the parts I don't miss. But the parts I miss dearly is just game day, traveling with the team, the locker room banter. But game day for sure. I'm the ultimate competitor. Like my boy just said, my boy texted me on Saturday morning about running 3 miles, 3.4 miles or something like that, 46 minutes.
Here we go with the turkey trots again.
No, it's I'm just saying, like, I'm the ultimate competitor. And when you play at the highest level, like, we're the most fierce competitors in the world. So the competition, my boy, he messaged me talking about he ran 3.4 miles at 46 minutes. I had to be on air live at 4 a.m., and I still landed in LA and went straight to the gym just to prove him wrong, that he couldn't outdo me, because I'm the ultimate competitor. And that's what I miss about game day, man. You playing and competing at the highest level. And that's what I love doing the most.
You know who else is the ultimate competitor? Alex Bejeda. Is he the face of the UFC right now, Gerald?
Yeah, he is. He has to be. I mean, he's growing his fan base. He's starting to speak a lot more English. And I think this last fight, he showed that versus Khalil Roundtree, he showed that he's not just one punch. He can pick you apart. He's cerebral, but then he's funny. He does some funny videos. He connects with the fans. And right now, he is the face of the UFC for sure.
I should tell people that Gerald is wearing a UFC jumpsuit. That's where that question came from.
Yeah. That's why I just got through running in. Yeah.
We have less than a minute left. You're a
He's
former.
also the #1 contender for the UFC heavyweight championship.
You are a former Oklahoma Sooner. Tell us your most honest feelings as you have Oklahoma, Texas this week about how you feel about Texas.
Yeah, this is true. A lot of people think I'm a homer by saying this, but I truly wholeheartedly believe this. Texas hasn't been tested yet. We seen Michigan. As much as I love Sharon Moore, I played with him at OU. Michigan is not who we thought they were. The team they were last year, the dynamic school that they've been, that's not who they are this year. So when has Texas been tested? They've been beating up on chumps at home, and we haven't seen them really get – we don't know what they can do in adversity. We know what we can do. We was getting beat up on the road. Whether you think Auburn team is good or not, it's still a SEC school that y'all crown, and it's supposed to be the best conference and the best competition. We went on the road with a true freshman quarterback, and we came out there, fought through adversity, and got a win. Texas hasn't had that chin tested. We're going to test that chin on Saturday.
You heard him. You can
Definitely doesn't sound like a homer.
You can catch Gerald regularly on NFL Game Day morning, Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern on the NFL Network. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the time.
All right, one last thing.
Yes,
last thing.
Yes, sir.
McCoy and Van Noy on Yahoo Sports. McCoy and Van Noy on Yahoo Sports. And then also follow me on all these platforms.
That's
I will be posting different things. I will be posting different things where you can help relief for Tampa and the hurricane. So follow me, subscribe to McCoy and Van Noy on Yahoo Sports. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all having me.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Turkey trot information available to you wherever it is you find your McCoy.